Thank you all so very much for stopping by today. So I am inside today because we have more cold weather that is forecasted. We actually had a pretty bad storm to come through last night. It was a bad storm, but it came through like very quickly. It knocked off the power. I took that as a sign as it's time to go to bed. I have no idea when it came back on, but I'm in the house today because it's super windy. But I thought this would be an awesome time to bring y'all into what I call my seed starting room, because since I've built the seed starting rack, and I'll make sure that I link that video, since I've built it, I've did a few additions, I've added some additions. I have had to change some lights on here, and I'll talk to you about the lights in a minute. But I want to talk to you also, like, you don't have to build a seed starting rack on this scale. I'll share with you exactly how I got started. So we got a lot in store, so make sure you stick around. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So first, let's start with the lights. I guess I should probably turn them on, huh? Let me turn them on for you all. And just like that, we have light. But what I want to do is I want to go all the way to the bottom, and I want to show you what is very essential and very helpful that has been for me in this seed starting room is this timer. Now, you do not have to have this because, like I said in the beginning, I used to do everything manually. Oftentimes people say, well, how long should the grow lights be on? I have mine on between 12 to 14 hours of light, and then they turn on and then turn off. Now this one has two sides, one that's always on, and then normally I'll put my heating mats there, and then these are the lights, so where they go on and off. So they'll stay on for about 12 to 14 hours and then they will turn off. You don't have to get one this size. I remember I started with just a little small one with I think like 3 different outlets on it, and I programmed it that way. But in the very beginning, I would definitely just set my timer, get up, turn them on, and then turn them off. But you just have to remember, with the timer, it does everything automatic. The next thing is the heating mat, which is very helpful. They have all different sizes, and I'll come up here because I have all different types, but I just have some right here, the different heating mats that goes here and here that we put our cell trays on or our grow cups on. But what I did add this year, if you look over here, I had like one big fan, and I would put it like right in front of here because that was going to simulate wind. But I actually found these clip-on fans, so whenever I'm about to get ready to start hardening off my plants to go on the outside, this is when I use these fans to simulate wind. And that has been helpful in helping them harden off, because hardening off is a very important step to get your plants growing off to a good start. It's a very important step in the seed starting process. So let's go ahead and talk about these grow lights. So I got these from Sam's. These are like the regular LED shop lights, and I highly recommend you get adjustable. You see, these are on a chain. I'm going to show you the one at the bottom that I recently bought like maybe 2 seasons ago that has the red and the blue lights. Now these are just LED shop lights. They're adjustable, and you always want to make sure that when you start your seeds, you kind of have them about 6 to 8 inches, this light, above whatever you're growing in, because oftentimes when you see leggy seedlings, it's because the light is up too high and they're trying to grow towards the light. So when I get ready to start my seeds, I will put them probably all the way down here, and then as they continue to grow inside, I'll just adjust them up, move this chain and adjust them up. You see, this one is kind of low, but I will go in and drop it I'll drop it even lower when I get ready to start my seeds. Now this may be like, what is that? This are these yellow sticky traps, and they help if you have like fungus gnats or gnats, because sometimes when you water it and the soil gets a little bit too wet, you'll start to get gnats. So this does a great job with catching those gnats if they happen to get started. And on here, I don't know if y'all can see it, I had a few white flies as well. So I use these, and then once they get full, I'll change them out. So this way, when you're in other parts of the house, you don't have to be swatting in your face because there are gnats. So y'all can already tell what's been going on. And my husband hates it. He knows sometimes, most of the time I can get it up under control. Normally when, just say for instance, we may go out of town or go somewhere, I will probably like extra water it so it'll be okay, because you really have to stay on top of the watering when you're starting seeds, especially if they're on these heating mats. Now, let me give y'all a quick pointer. Once my seeds have germinated, I take them off the heating mat. I do, and then I put them directly up under the light and just let them grow. But I use the heating mats to get them started, get the soil to that temperature that it needs to be, so that the seeds can germinate. But once they're up, I take them off. So here is the bottom, the last rack, and I hope you all can see this one. I ordered this a couple of years ago maybe, and so this is the one. It reminds me of my AeroGarden that I have, because it has the red and the blue lights that are known for very good for flowering. So oftentimes when I start my flower seeds, I will put them on this rack. This one is adjustable too. It's not the chain adjustable, it's like this wire adjustable right here. So normally I'll get my husband to help me, and we'll take it off of this right here and we'll drop it down to here so that it could be like right on the plants. But I have to really be careful because I don't want it to like flower too early inside. But they are good for a lot of the flowering plants. That's what I use it for. You can also start things like your tomatoes, zucchini, things like that flowers, your vegetables as well. But I find myself using it mainly for all of the seeds that I start from flower. And I hope you all can just like see the difference between like the LED shop lights and then this one right here. And I'll move all of this back. So let me show y'all what I'm about to get ready to start new this season. I'm excited about it. Now I'm going to start them from seed, but I'm also going to propagate it as well because I have one here, and that's something that I really want to start doing more of. I've done it in the past on certain things, but I really want to start doing it more, propagating. So let me show you really quick what we are going to get ready to get started right here in this seed starting room. Okay, so the red and blue lights were making things look really crazy and I didn't think you all could see, but this is an African violet, and I bought this actually from the store. I've had this for maybe a couple years, but the only reason why it hasn't gotten bigger than what it was is because I've kept it in this same container. This is like a self-watering container that it grew in, but it has some beautiful purple flowers, and I really got it, if you all can see, for the variegated leaves. So I want to start propagating that. But in the meantime, this is what I ordered, because each year I try to gift some of my family and friends with a plant. Like, I'm on a mission. I'm like, you're gonna grow something, you're gonna grow it. But African violets are really easy to grow. I always tell people I don't have a lot of house plants. I do have some, but they're easy house plants. I consider African violet a very easy house plant to grow. I also have like a peace lily, and then like I think they call it croton. You normally see it in the fall, but it can also be like a house plant as well. So I may have like maybe no more than like 6 house plants, but they're very easy. Like they don't need coddling. They don't need a lot of attention like this. I just keep this water reservoir filled up, and then this is what it's been doing, but I really need to pot this in something bigger so that it can grow. But I am going to try and propagate some of the leaves. But in the meantime, again, this is what we're going to gift our family and friends with this year. Can y'all see? I just feel like something is going on here. But we're going to gift them with these African violet. I'm going to start them from seeds. They seem to me like they're small and tiny. So very tiny seeds, I always opt to soil block. So I'm going to soil block them. I'm probably going to put them on the bottom rack that I just showed you, since this is a flower. But that's what we're going to start off with. I'll keep you posted on other things that we're going to start. I'll make sure that I link the video we just did with some of the new seeds that we ordered. I'm just trying my best to not continue to order seeds, y'all, because, you know, just let me, in my imagination, think I have a whole bunch of space to start these seeds. But I really do start a lot of seeds, and I gift a lot of plants to people too. Just, you know, I've been lucky to really get the gardening momentum in a lot of my family to where they want to do it too, and they call me, and that's really what I want to do. But we're going to give them some house plants this year. I'll try to flash up a picture of the tomatoes maybe 2 or 3 Mother's Day ago. That was everybody's gift. They were the container tomatoes, not very hard to grow, and they actually enjoyed it. So I just wanted to show you all of the new things that we got. Again, make sure you go back if you want to know how to everything that I use for this particular seed starting rack. Go to the video that I link, and it'll show you everything where I got my supplies. But the fans are a new addition, and the red and blue lights are a new addition. And then I keep my supplies up top, and then when we have what do you call it, pests in the garden, these are my lights where if I can't catch them during the day, I will go back at night and try to see if I can find them. So thank you all so much for watching. I want to hear your comments below. Let me know if you're going to be starting seeds inside this season. Let me know what you're going to be started. Again, you can start small. They have even little individual grow lights that I've seen. Like if you want to start one plant, I've seen little individual grow lights that you can just put on a table, put the grow light on, and let it go. So I'm super excited about that. As always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure that you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit the subscribe bell. Okay, and tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye bye.